guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing a vlog, and the reason why I decided to do a sit down is so I can actually explain what transpired on the trip throughout the video as I show you. Oh my goodness. As I show you what happened, a bird actually hit my window. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple of things. I'll talk about the cost that were involved on the trip. Oh, by the way, the trip was to George. So we traveled through the garden route, which is Knysna, George, and Mossel Bay. So yes, so I'll talk about the cost. Obviously, this channel is about mainly finance. So I thought to share with you guys how much we spent on the trip, so that if you're planning on taking some of the activities that we took, you would have an idea of at least how much that will cost you. And I will talk about the activities that we did. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start. So let's get to the trip itself, because I'm pretty sure you guys want to see what actually happened. Okay. Flight leave us, so the cost of changing a flight to a later flight costed us 2,500, the four of us, which is like a lot of money when you're planning on going on vacation, guys. So it took us off budget. And while being left by a flight, we actually had time to actually start taking pictures and lots of videos. Okay, there's this thing about missing flights that I wanted to say. So we woke up at what time?
3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning. Arrived here at about 5:15. So our flight was for 5:50, and we still managed to miss it.
Guys,
it was my fault. I was supposed to know.
She was supposed to know, and she didn't. She came here. She was running around,
you guys,
trying to remedy the situation,
and I still couldn't handle it. Like, so we were checking in our bags, né? And then when we got there, but see, oh, there are other bags that are not paid for. Oh, I knew about that because it's also my mistake. so
a lot of things are her fault.
So I wanted to pay for the bags that were remaining. So we went and we paid for the bags. When we came back to check in the bags, we were told that, well, apparently the boarding gates are closed. So we got the flight for 4 p.m. So we had to stay at the airport from 5:50 until 4 p.m. Okay. So, and then we got into the flight. And then we got into the flight, and the mood was activated. Like, we were so excited. About to go. How many minutes are left, Mbaba? Let's see. Hello. That's 16. So we are left with 9 minutes for our flight to go. And in 2 hours we'll be in George. One thing that I learned through this trip is that the flight to George is never like a smooth ride. It's always turbulence, and those who frequently take that flight, they know. So because we didn't know, how do you feel, my friend, to have successfully landed?
We are so proud of you for driving us. See, now we're just living our best life here at the back. Me and Tumbo are just gonna do YouTube. We are going home to our home.
So we were staying in a place called Luxe, which was so beautiful. It's stunning. The surrounding is amazing. It's by the beach. It's a walking distance to the beach, which we actually took the advantage to do. And then when we got there, it was around 8 p.m. There was nothing we could do. We just went to buy food nearby, okay? So the accommodation, the four of us, costed us about 10,000 rand, which is really expensive. And the reason being is that that place is meant to accommodate 6 people, and it was only the 4 of us. The place was amazing. It was really, really beautiful. It was so beautiful. I think the first day was just about appreciating the place. And Kensani actually came with champagne, baby. So yeah, we opened that bottle. We celebrated her having to buy her car, which is so nice, and we just had a mini party right there. And then we slept because the following day was a busy day. So the second day, day 2, was more of an activity day. Our girls, they are out.
The girls are delicious.
I'm girl. Elephant Park, and we are ready to feed the elephants. What is her name? Is it her?
Sally.
Oh, nice. Sally.
Now you're feeding Sally.
Just
Oh, I'm feeding Sally.
Yes.
one, yeah.
You can't feed.
Come this way.
What's this one's name?
Tato.
Tato.
Now
Oh,
you're with
you wanna eat
Tato.
my hand, Tato?
Just have to grab the fruit. Get the fruit from there.
Ooh.
Two
running when.
What is this one? Oh, how old is he?
And then you go further.
Why? Go away.
Johnny steady man.
Oh.
The big one. That's our biggest elephant that lives in the park here.
Okay.
She's Sally. She is 32 years old. So I'm going to tell you, when she comes towards you like that, run away, just open this place. Like
Okay.
one on this side.
Oh.
Just open this place for her.
Okay.
Just keep walking. Just like that.
Okay.
Yes. Don't worry, it's fine. So I'm going to...
Elephant Park, it was such a vibe. I loved it. So they kind of are like an orphanage, so they take care of the elephants until they grow, and then when they grow they return them to the different, you know, national parks where they can do what the elephants do. Later on, after that, we went to tsitsikama for the bungee jumping. Yeah. Baba Rero, how do you feel about bungee?
Don't raise my anxiety.
Super, why do you look like you're crying? So you start with the zip line, and then you zip to the place where you're actually going to bungee, okay?
It's scary at first.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's scary at first.
But it's not like it's beautiful. I'm telling you.
Once you start looking, then you see that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm fine, eh?
Park to the place where we were bungee, it's just about an hour, but it's around Knysna. It's the same place. I just want to talk about the experience a little bit. You know what? So many experiences, guys, like reveal something about you or teaches you something. And I think bungee was one of those experiences. I kind of think that everyone who has done bungee has learned something from their bungee experience. And that's why I loved it. And when I was coming out of my bungee, the Spider-Man, which is a man that rescue you after you have bungeed, asked me, would you do it again? I was like, definitely, I would definitely do it again. Here is my lesson from the bungee, okay? So I was really scared because, well, guys, you're throwing yourself willingly out of the bridge. You're jumping, and I don't know how deep that bridge is, but it's apparently the tallest building in the world. So I actually jumped from the tallest building in the world. So you willingly jump off the bridge and you dropped. I think the first jump is the one that is so scary because you're like, I'm throwing myself out. But once you have jumped, it's like, I'm here. I'm actually here. I've done it, right? I've done it. And then you just let it go. And I think what I liked about the guy who was giving us a tour, he told us that just enjoy the experience. And right after my first jump, I remembered that, damn, this thing is just about enjoying. I started looking out just to see the view. It's so beautiful. It's stunning. And it's worth every penny. And in as much as it's scary, I think my lesson personally is that once you have faced your fear, like, it just disappears, it scatters. Because once I jumped, fear just went away. I was not afraid one to die or the rope will break or whatever. I was not thinking about that. Like, it was more of being liberated from that fear, and it was just amazing. I wish I could approach every single thing that actually scares me that way, because that was really an amazing experience. Okay, so from the bungee, we went to a place, Jesus, guys, like, let me just pronounce this place correctly because, well, I've been butchering the name. Oh my God, okay, let me look for it. Yeah. This place is called Sedgeview. That's where we did the paragliding, okay? So we went and do the paragliding. Paragliding was more of a Kansanis thing. Like, she really wanted to do it. And when we got there, I was like, why not, guys? I'm never going to come back here for this experience again. So I'm joining her. So the paraglide was actually about 850. And it was more like 1 hour 30, 1 hour 40 from Knysna where we were coming back. And it was on our way back. So we went to Knysna. We started by Elephant Park, which is like 2 hours. And from Elephant Park to Tsitsikama, it was more of an hour. And then from where we were coming from, Tsitsikama, back to Sedgeview was more of an hour 40. And we did the paraglide.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so don't sit down. Walk out with me. Once you fly, I'll tell you to sit. It's the same as you do. Lift your knees, sit back, wiggle your bum.
Okay, so then I just walk out first and then you talk.
I think the beauty about paragliding, or the difference between paragliding and actually bungee, or if you are to decide whether you want to do one or the other, is that for paragliding, it's longer. You get to sit in it and actually have to experience it, because you are in the air, actually experiencing the view, looking into the different towns. It's such an experience. It's so beautiful. I love it. And guys, like, it's different adrenaline altogether from the one from the bungee, but it's more comfortable, it's more relaxing. It feels like you're in your own flights of some sorts. But yeah, I trusted those things to be safe, so I was enjoying myself as well. I was asking that the guy who I was paragliding with so many questions, and he was actually enjoying it because he was like, a lot of people are normally just scared and they don't get to ask questions. So I was like, I'm such a tourist, so I will ask you questions, darling. Okay. So we did the paragliding, myself and Kinsani. Kinsani actually paid for the video that they take while paragliding, and I think that's like 250 or something. It's really worth it, guys. Okay, guys, so from there the day was actually finished, and that was our first day. So throughout the road we were singing, we're enjoying each other, but shame, like after that the girls were tired. But fortunate enough, from where we were paragliding to home, it was not very far, about 30 minutes. So we went back home, and the following day the plan was actually going to do wine tasting and do sightseeing. Okay, so I will do that on my next vlog for part 2 of the garden route